If only they could read between the lines. 'Cause you know, I rode a freight train north to Detroit City. And after all these years, I find that I've just been wasting my time. So I just think I'll take my foolish pride and put it on a southbound freight and ride. Go on back to the loved ones, the ones that I left waiting so far behind. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, I wanna go home.
Sir, we have restored radio contact.
94.1.
This sure be sitting in a rocking chair.
Swain County's new home for classic country.
Yeah.
WBHN, Bryson City.
About 10 years old, hide and seek, I found me in the closet. Ready or not, I stumbled on and opened up that box of yearbooks, letters, black and whites, 100, maybe more. Next thing I know, my brothers and me got them scattered on the floor. Yeah. It was one of her flipping the bird, sitting on a Harley. And if you was some hairy hippie dude, turns out his name was Charlie. Her hair, her clothes, her drinking, smoking had us boys confused. I'll never forget the day us nosy kids got introduced to Mama, for she was Mama in a string bikini in Tijuana. Won't admit she smoked marijuana, but I saw Mama, for she was Mama. We put that box right where it was and never said a word. Oh, but growing up got hard just trying not to picture her in anything but aprons, dresses, minivans, and church. Oh, and Daddy would have whooped our butts for digging up that dirt. Oh, Mama, for she was Mama in a string bikini in Tijuana. She won't admit she smoked marijuana, but I saw Mama, for she was Mama. Right above her halo, her face turns red when we bring up that tie-dyed Winnebago. She runs and hides and still denies that hip-high rose tattoo. She burned that box of forget-me-nots when she found out we knew about Mama, for she was Mama in a string bikini in Tijuana. Won't admit she smoked marijuana, but that was Mama, for she was Mama. Then there's that one down in the Bahamas. Oh, but that was Mama, for she was Mama. Yeah, call Red Angel.
That is by Clay Walker, and before she was Mama. Here's something for you. Virtual babysitting might sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's a reality, according to Kelsey Hurwitz in womansday.com. Desperate for even an hour of free time, working parents with kids stuck at home have been turning to sites such as SitterCity.com and Care.com. The services provide babysitters to watch and entertain kids strictly via video chat apps such as FaceTime, Zoom, or Skype. Predictably, the process works best in short sessions, only when you're in the house and only with kids old enough to carry on a conversation. But the right sitter could help with homework, lead simple art projects, read a book, or play games. Jane Ridley in New York Post said, there's no chance the service can deliver what it's advertised. Most kids would laugh in the face of the virtual sitter. If I had dished out $20 an hour for a break, my 6th and 3rd grader would punch each other in the face, eat my stash of bonbons, and torture the cats. Still, virtual sitters might be able to distract a child long enough for you to get something done, according to Megan Walbart in lifehacker.com. What do you think about that? Yeah, I remember whenever people were saying, yeah, they set their kids in front of the TV set, and that's all they know to do. Well, now, over the last 10 years, it's like they set their kids in front of that iPhone, and that's all they get done. So, what do you think about this one? That's Doug Stone. Why didn't I think of that?
He sends her roses and lines he composes, things a lady loves. Well, he's there to hold her when she needs a shoulder, if life gets too rough. Oh, now that she's left, I keep kicking myself whenever I start thinking back. He says he needs her, tells her he loves her. Why didn't I think of that? When she gets down, well, he's always around her. He makes her smile again. He mends her heartaches, remembers her birthday, and tries to be a friend. Now that she's gone, I know what I did wrong. It's all so simple in fact. He says he wants her, can't live without her. Why didn't I think of that? Ooh, I've been watching every move that he makes. Ooh, I've been thinking it could have been different somehow if I'd known what I know now. He sings her love songs and tells her his love's strong, things she needs to know. He tries to please her, calls for no reason, just to say hello. He says he loves her and he'll never leave her, and I never will get her back. I did my best, thought of everything else. Why didn't I think of that? Watching every move that he makes. Ooh, I've been thinking, it could have been different somehow if I'd known what I know now. He sends her roses and lines he composes, things a lady loves. He's there to hold her when she needs a shoulder, if life gets too rough. Oh, now that she's left, I keep kicking myself whenever I start thinking back. He says he needs her, tells her he loves her. Why didn't I think of that? He says he loves her and he'll never leave her. Why didn't I think of that?
Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. You'll proudly mow the lawn, ask if anybody noticed you mowed the lawn, tell people to stay off the lawn, compare it to your neighbor's lawn, and complain about having to mow the lawn again. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance, which, of course, will go right into the lawn. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores, the score used by 90% of top lenders, for free, even if you're not a customer. Checking your score won't hurt your credit, and you can check each month for changes, always for free. The Discover Credit Scorecard, free for everyone. Learn more at discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
Neighbors Drive-In is, and always has been, where you can go for good food and neighborly service. Throughout the years, Bryson City has faced hardships and times of uncertainty. But Neighbors Drive-In has been where you can go to see your neighbors while enjoying a peanut butter milkshake and a cheeseburger. Drive in and park at the curb. Use the speaker to order your favorites. Smile and wave at your neighbors while the chefs prepare your meal. You can have community without even leaving your vehicle. Servers bring your food to your window. And when you open your bag, you know it came to the right place. Rather than staring at your neighbor's tailgate and smelling gas fumes while waiting in a drive-thru, you've seen your neighbors' faces. A reminder we are in this together. Drive in to Neighbors Drive-In, serving Swain County for over 70 years and keeping you safe today. Neighbors Drive-In is still open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
This is your morning sports report brought to you by Neighbors Drive-In. Well, first of all, Chase Elliott and Joy Logano remained in the top 5 of the latest NASCAR point standings, even though a wreck 3 laps from the finish on Sunday cost both of them a win or at least a top 5 finish at Bristol. On the strength of 5 top 5 finishes this season, Kevin Harvick remains the leader with 370 points. He's followed by Joy Logano with 346 due to the 2 wins and top 5 finishes. Third is Chase Elliott, who has 325 points. Brad Keselowski moved to 4th place after the win Sunday with 315 points, and Alex Bowman rounds out the top 5 with 289 points. It's quite a spread now. Ford drivers on 3 of the top 5 spots, while Chevrolet drivers on 3rd and 5th place. Duke University yesterday announced the appointment of Heather Ryan as the new senior women's administrator. She replaces Jackie Saller, who retires at the end of June after 41 years at the university, including 25 years as senior women's administrator. Ryan has been with the university for 15 years in the athletics department as academic coordinator, and most recently as executive director of academic sport. The purpose of the SWA is to promote meaningful representation of women in the leadership and management of college sports. Anyone visiting in the athletic department at UNC Chapel Hill will see facilities named after Eddie Smith and his family. The most recent installment of the Smith name will be at Kenan Stadium. The field will now be known as Chris Smith Field, following the largest donation in UNC athletics history. It is known to be in excess of $10 million since gifts in that amount have been documented. Much of the money will supplement assistant coaches' salaries, improvements to Kenan Football Center, and football operations endowment. WCU announced Monday that kickoff for the season opening game September 5th against Eastern Kentucky will be at 3 p.m. at Roy Kidd Stadium in Richmond, Kentucky. WCU will play 5 home games this season, including the September 19th home opener against Gardner-Webb. They also have home games against Chattanooga, Wofford, VMI, and the Citadel. That's your morning sports report. I'm Roy Burnett.
Swain County's home for classic country, 94.1 FM and 1590 AM, WBHM, Bryson City.
Special report, protests across America. George Floyd's death was officially ruled a homicide by the Hennepin County Medical Examiner. Results from the Floyd family's private autopsy were released Monday. Dr. Michael Baton conducted the exam and announced the findings.
The cause of death is what was seen at the time of the death. As he couldn't breathe, asphyxia due to compression of the neck and of the back, and that's homicidal. And that will be in the final report.
With the sound of tear gas and rubber bullets clearing peaceful protesters from the park across from the White House, President Trump yesterday from the Rose Garden.
My administration is fully committed that for George and his family, justice will be served. He will not have died in vain.
Trump tells state governors they have to get much tougher amid the nationwide unrest. The president urging them to more heavily deploy their National Guard units. I'm John Trout. An early morning shooting at Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota has left 2 active duty military members dead. A statement said the incident is under investigation and the Air Force is not announcing the